Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Team TDF Webinar, Wellbeing Webinar. For the next 20 to 30 minutes, we have a gentle seated exercise session for you. My name is Geraldine, people call me Gigi, and I'm here with you today on behalf of the Disability Foundation. Each of the daily sessions will be an opportunity to experience different techniques, and I have called today's training session Monday Magic, a fresh start to the week. Please remember to check with your doctor before embarking on any exercise program. If you feel dizzy at any time or if you feel uncomfortable doing the exercises, please stop. I will give you alternatives or options. Take a rest and then rejoin when you feel better or you want to come in again. Remember, all your videos and microphones are switched off, so no one, including me, can see or hear you. Yes, that is right. I cannot see you and I cannot hear you, so you will need to take responsibility for making sure your environment is safe for you. Even the chat box at the bottom of your screen is switched off, so I can't see you at all. I'm just trying to get positioned so that you can see my feet. You will need a chair without armrest to sit on. Please do what you can. Pace yourself according to your own abilities. You are in charge and you can stop or start at any point during this video session. Make yourself comfortable. You can close your eyes if you wish. Listen to the instructions or open them and follow what I'm doing. And the virtual training will end at approximately 12:30 p.m. And if you have any comments or questions, please email us at therapysupport@tdf.org.uk. And let's set up before we begin. So our feet are hip-width apart. I'm barefoot. I prefer to be grounded. I spread my toes. I do that by planting. You don't have to watch your toes, you can think it. By planting my big feet heavily into the floor and then pressing the other toes one at a time into the floor, spreading space. That you have space between the toes. Now, today I'm going to put a plate on top of my head. I'm going to imagine there's a plate on top of my head. And if I lean forward, that plate is going to fall off. And if I lean back, it's going to fall backwards. So I'm just balancing my plate so that it's right in the middle of my head and I'm in a perfectly neutral spine, upright position. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my belly button slightly towards my spine. And keeping that in place, I'm going to open the session with a few breaths. So putting the fingers together at the front of the ribs, we're going to breathe in full into the lungs. So breathing in. Breathing out. Taking another deep breath in. And breathing out. Full and deep into the lungs. As you can see, as I breathe in, my fingertips come together. And as I breathe out, fingertips come apart. And again, as we breathe in, and one more breath out. The other thing to notice is that my ears are away from my shoulders, creating space. So we don't want a situation like this. Keeping the space, keeping the spine aligned, keeping the posture straight, keeping the plate on our heads. So one more, let's try and remember all those things. So breathing in full into the back and the side of the lung, of the chest capacity. Well done. And from here we're going to do some shoulder rolls, just warming up the muscles of the shoulders 3 times this way and 3 times the other way. And now taking your right hand over your head, if you can reach your left ear, that's great. And just taking the head down slowly towards the opposite shoulder. Whew, feeling that stretch in the left-hand side of the neck. Holding the belly button towards the spine as we breathe. One more breath. And release. And taking the left hand to the right ear. Taking the head over. And again, feeling that stretch in the right-hand side of the neck. Breathing, belly to spine. Keeping space between the ears and the shoulders. I'm not hunched up like that. I'm creating space. One more. Whew, good stretch. We're going to stretch out now to the front of the, stretching out the hands. I'm going to show you from the side what I'm looking for. So interlocking the fingers, stretching the hands out in front of us. Let's push out the tailbone. Just before we do, the hands are not here or here. Try and keep them level with your shoulders. So pushing out your tailbone, we're going to bring the hands towards us, dropping the head, and then breathing in, restacking the spine, one vertebra at a time, as we release the hands back to a parallel position. So breathing in, breathing out as we pull the tailbone out, press it away. Bringing the hands towards the sternum, the hands towards the chest. And breathing out. And again, hands parallel, coming towards the middle of the chair. Otherwise you're going to crash into the backrest. And pulling the tailbone out. Releasing the spine, one vertebra at a time. And restacking the spine as we come to sit in an upright position, putting the plate back on our heads and stretching out. Well done. Now from here, I want you to interlock your fingers and then remember what you did. And now take the dominant hand away and try and interlock the fingers the other way. It's a really hard thing to do. So trying to put the other hand in front and the dominant hand behind. Something to practice at home. Took me a while to do, and good luck. Let me know in an email whether you succeeded in doing that. And from here, I want to go into rotations. So I'm going to move my chair around so you can see. But if you have space behind your chair, keep the position as it is. So lifting the right hand up, let's take that behind you, and the left hand onto the back of the chair. And again, breathing in, breathing out as we rotate the whole spine to look over our right shoulder. And let's come back to center and restack the spine. And again, taking the chair to the other side. Let's lift the left hand up, round the chair, Coming to the other side. Enjoy that stretch. And from here, we're going to take the right hand up and over. And back. And the right hand up and over. That's what I look like from the front. And the other side, lifting the left hand up and over. Please note I haven't dropped the head down. I'm trying to keep the ear in line with the wrist, in line with the elbow. And back. And all the way over. And back. Well done. And you can shake that out. And from here we're going to do seat to stand. So again, resting the hands on the feet, on the knees. It's breathe in, breathe out as we push out the tailbone, straight spine, plate on the head, and come up off the chair. You might only get that far off the chair, which is perfectly fine. You might not be able to get off the chair. There are no winners or losers. It's what you can do. It's your pace, your class, your session. Straight spine, pushing out the tailbone. Let's come up to standing. And then pushing out the tailbone. Trust that the chair is there. And come back to seated. And again, pushing out the tailbone, straight spine. Pushing out the tailbone, come back to seated. Let's do that 2 more times. Can you get off the chair this time? Are you able to lift your buttocks off the chair, albeit slightly? Pulling the core, pulling the navel towards the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. So we push out the tailbone and come up to standing. Push out the tailbone. So we come down 1 vertebra at a time, restacking the spine, plate on the head. Let's do that once more. Pushing out the tailbone, coming up 1 vertebra at a time to standing. And if you came with me and were able to do that, we've done some lovely squats. I think we did about 5 or 6 squats. And from here, we're going to do some marching. So right foot up, left foot up. If the foot comes just slightly off the floor, that's fine. If you can, you're trying to line your knee up with your hip bone. Three more. Well done, lovely. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up and just rotate the ankles. 5 times one way and 5 times the other way. And down. You should feel a nice stretch in your quads. And the left foot up. Rotating the ankle 5 times one way and 5 times the other way. Well done. Just rub that out. For those who can, carry on marching. And for those who want something a little more advanced, we're going to take the right foot so that the right ankle is over the left knee. Yes? Well done. And now we're just going to put a little more pressure on the right knee, pressing it away. Feel that stretch. If that's not enough for you today and you want more of a challenge, let's take the left hand on the outside of the front foot and the right hand on the outside of the right knee, and let's try and lift that leg up. And down, step it out. And the left foot, lifting the left ankle onto the right knee. With both hands, pressing the right knee away, or if that's enough for you, that's fine. Pressing the left knee away with that extra stretch. Pulling the belly button towards the spine. Remember the plate is on our heads. Two more. And now taking the right hand over the left knee, left toes, the left hand holding the left knee. Let's try and lift the foot up and towards us. Oh, feel a nice stretch on the upper thigh, pulling it towards us. Two more. Well done. And from here, we're going to lift up the toes, pulling them towards us so that you're on the heels of the right foot. And down, and the left heels, pulling the left toes towards you. And down. On the right heel, pulling the right toes towards you. And switch. Left toes towards you. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Now the right onto the right toes. Right heels up. Oh, it hurts. Some pain is good. And down. And the right and the left toes up and down. And switch. Right toes up and down. Up and down. Switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. From here, can we do some walking? So right toes down, left heels up, and switch. Left toes touching the floor, and the right toes pulled towards you. And switch, 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 and switch. Two more, and two. Well done. Holding behind the right thigh, can you lift that knee towards you? And from here, can we stretch out the right foot, pulling the toes, pulling the legs straight and the toes towards you. you're feeling brave, release the right hand, release the left hand, keeping the foot straight in front of you. Remember to breathe. Remember the plate on top of your head. My foot is shaking. It's a good shake. And releasing the knee back. Hands behind the leg, bringing the knee towards you. Holding the right knee, interlocking the fingers. And hugging the knee towards you. If you want to, you can take a nose to knee, saying, thank you, love my legs, you did great work today. Whew. And release. And the other legs. So both hands around the left thigh, bringing the leg up, straightening the left leg, bringing the left toes towards you. Remember to breathe. Remember the plate on top of your head. Great deportment. Straight spine. Body aligned. Good stretch. Feel it in my shins. Feel it in the hamstrings. And if you're feeling brave, option, release the left hand, release the right hand, holding the foot up there. And release. Okay. Hands behind the left thigh, bringing the leg towards us, bend knee. Hands over the left knee, bringing the leg towards the chest. Now in this position, what you want to do is lift the shoulders up. Try and remember to drop the shoulders, keeping space between the ears and the top of the chest. And if you can, I want to thank your leg for doing great work today. You can take nose to knee or give your knee a little hug, a little kiss. Thank you for doing great work today. And release. And from here we're going to stretch the hands out and take the hands to the side. Palms facing the floor. And then palms up to the ceiling. Feeling the pull in the shoulder blades. And palms to the floor. And palms facing the ceiling. Creating space in the shoulders, not hugging the ears. We're just going to do a few pulses. So breathing in, we're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and palms facing the floor. Let's pulse for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work, everybody. And hands out, left hand out, taking the right hand to give some flexibility to the fingers, pressing the thumb in, pressing the next finger in, just releasing any tension Giving a stretch to those fingers that are on the computer keyboard all day. And then some TLC. Index finger, third finger. Index finger. Oh, creak, creak. Baby finger. And again, right hand, pressing the thumb towards you. Ring finger. Third finger. Index finger. Ring finger. Sorry, ring finger. Baby finger. And just some stretching for the wrists, making a fist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hands outstretched. Stretching all the way from the shoulders to the tips of the fingers. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Down. Time flies when you're having fun. We've got very little time, but let's take the chin to the chest and just stretch out the spine. So as you drop the chin to the chest, feel the vertebra in the back of your neck. And just breathe into this position a few times. You felt a nice stretch from the tip of the neck right down to the base of the spine. And let's do some neck circles. So again, chin to chest. As we take the head to the right, feeling the stretch, left hand side of the neck. And down to the chest. And up the other way. And down. And around. Thinking of a half moon. Keeping the ears away from the shoulders. Oh, nice stretch for my neck. One more in each direction. Crick, crack. And now taking the right hand to the left shoulder, the left hand to the right shoulder. Give yourself a great hug. Say, well done me, fresh start Monday. And enjoy the rest of the week. And then change hands. Oh, good stretch around the shoulders. Thank you for coming. Before I close, to let you know that if you like today's session, please support our work. We rely on donations, so please give just what you can. Let me know if the exercises are at the level you would enjoy, if there's anything you would like changed or more challenging or different options, because I gear the sessions to your needs. Remember, the address to write to is therapysupport@tdf.org.uk. That's the email. And also, you can donate via our website, which is www.tdf.org.uk. Click on Virgin Money logo, and you'll see the donate heading there. Thank you for coming to the class. Thank you for coming to the webinar. Have a great week.